Well, hello everyone, this is comrade-Sirius and welcome to another episode from Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And this train you see, you've never seen it before because that's a new one. We bought a train and it's quite an interesting concept. It has 5 wagons for, gravel, coal and all this stuff. And also it has 2 wagons for meat at the back. And it operates for a while now. It will operate a short track only. One of it will be, load coal from the big storage up here. And it will simply deliver it to our, to this unloading station, which you can see here, and then it will go out here, and I made it a waypoint, so it will just go to the waypoint and go sell the rest of the coal towards at the border. Then it will refill with meat to back what has not been used, and come here, unload meat, and repeat the process. Quite simple, quite easy, I would say, and well, let's hope it will work. Now, we've been doing a lot of stuff in the Czech series, and I will show you at the once whether it will be okay. But one thing is not done, and it definitely needs to get from a low priority to a normal one, and that's a repair station, because we will need something to repair trains in the train depot. So yeah, please do it, because we'll need it. On a more permanent base, I want to do some insane vehicle stuff and so on. Vehicle manufacturing, as we were talking about, so you'll see. In the meantime, we are doing tram roads all the time here. Yeah, we're using the option of buses that they are able to turn around, but to be fair, the schedule and timetable of those buses is not too great, because we completely messed it up. So yeah, it's not ideal. But yeah, money wise, we are okay if we're not buying 50,000 rubles worth of vehicles. But yeah, we've not been doing too much. Anyway, what we have been doing is, I can show you. You know that this series is made to to make look good. And so yeah, we've been finishing details like connecting parts, making some nice beautifications around the university, and we can absolutely do it like white here and maybe yellow inside. Yeah, they can do. So it's not the same. Although yeah, it looks like these paths are done. And it looks like I made a wrong color of pavement, because once we will upgrade this to a brick footpath, it will be the light colored one, right? So yeah, it's not great. Yeah, it's these ones. Shall we change it? Yeah, we should, because it's not looking well. This one is easy, because we can simply just go for this stuff, and remove. You can also do left shift and drag. The only problem is that you remove every aspect. By the way, this one can absolutely stay dark, but you can see we have a lot of gravel base from the time we were placing it, so we need to fix it. About gravel, it's very simple, because gravel is just a bottom line, so whatever you do, it will just stay there. So if we need to connect our houses to the paths, or even to the road, which would probably make sense, we can simply do it, and there's no hardship in it. Same Same way here, and yeah, this one can stay, but to be fair, this would feel much better. Sorry guys for the tree. Yeah, we might give you a new one. Well, not in the path, but well, hey, it's at least something, right? Now, back to the point. So it's still marked as gravel square because reasons. Because you know, what is it on my Discord is that yeah, it's because of slower guys. The programming of this game and stages it is done in is, you know, might feel a little off for some people. For example, you know, missing codes for, you know, decorational stuff is one of it. Therefore, that's the reason why Robs or anyone else weren't able to code proper ones in the middle. Okay, we can do it. We can do this. So yeah, that's the university. Shall we do something about it? We might not. One of the things we can do is to borrow the mod that is this insanely light green, which we can absolutely do, and just, you know, give it to the university as one continuous hedge, because well, nobody wants it. So that's it. And what is missing here is this thing. It has very low, you know, it's 1% wear and tear, so yeah, no big deal. So just, you know, please guys, do it. It will be okay. Over time I should improve these main paths to roads with lamps. Shall I do it now? Well, I don't do it now because we need people and, you know, materials to be delivered to our main tram line or future tram line. So yeah, no, not now. The time will come. Don't worry. By the way, this is probably a high priority because I completely forgot that we don't have this connected. So yep. This is a little ugly part of the town. Honestly, we can do something do something together. So let's just, you know, plop a little, not too many. It's better to do it like, you know, manually. Works better. But hey, not everyone likes it. What I do like in badges are, you know, bushes. They feel okay. How is it looking here? Yeah, they are working on it. Wires are done. Well, once this thing will be done, you can let me know and we can, you know, demolish other stuff. Oh, this thing is almost done, which is fine. What this was? Oh, rail construction office was burning. And now they have reconstruction. Wow, 56%. Yeah, that was a lot. Okay, I definitely do not want to lose it. Don't make me wrong. By the way, we got almost 8,500 people. Some kids cannot study. Well, that's not my problem at all. Yeah, it's because, you know, this connection with West. Well, we do not need that many workers on the research because it was just, you know, a side branch. On the other hand, here, uranium mining, yeah, that's the last source we will have. Well, we will need, not we will have, but well, you know what I mean. And well, that's the basic. And if you want to know what we've been doing and why the last Czech part had more than, you know, it was like an hour and 15 minutes, I may show you an example. This is a hotel. As you can see, the hotel currently has no underlying textures, and we've been talking about stops and how you cannot remove stuff from stops. You can do it from end stations. For example, this is definitely not the finite look of vanilla station. Well, it's early start station, but still. But these are, you know, non-collision mods you can plop inside. These are from Robs, these are not from Robs, and these trees are part of the pack. If you want to write down numbers, do it. You can find it when you open Steam or anything, well, better browser, the workshop browser, you can see it. This number that would be there, for example, for this one is 217, 114, 32, and 12. This number is the whole pack. You can see it. It's not. There are not the trees. There are not the trees, but well, you can see. These are those trees. They are parked. Yeah, they are part of those fences as well. So once you get them out, it's always. And flower beds are, simple. This is a bench with no connection. You can pause, write down that number. You can find these things on workshop. They cost nothing to place. They do not need any maintenance. The only problem is when earthquake comes, it might knock them down and you won't see it. And you cannot repair them because they cost nothing and construction offices cannot reach there, so you need to demolish and rebuild them manually. So yeah, kinda sucks, but hey, it's working. And for example, and by the way, having a station like this is, superb. This is, for unauthorized personnel, when you need access, they can unlock them. Well, obviously, it's decoration, but hey, it will work. And, more benches, trees, and trails. I think it's okay. And this is what we've been doing. By the way, this is an old wagon. There is a pub. And the problem is, well, it's not a problem, but it's looking ugly. We have an asphalt patch, and we do not want an asphalt patch. Well, there is an asphalt patch down here as well. We can change both of them, by the way. If you want to know, let's repeat. You can remove decorative pavement, and you can remove only your ones. But if you press left control, suddenly you are able to remove stuff from under buildings. If you click, it goes away. Save your game, because if you do this, you can also remove the slot, and then you're fucked because you cannot access. You basically remove the unloading spot, and that's, believe me, that's nothing you would want. On the other hand, having an unloading spot like this feels okay. Then the normal gravel patch, filling in the rest works absolutely great. Yeah, this is now a little ugly with the gravel. I will probably need to fill it some more. We can do this, but I think it's okay-ish. By the way, asphalt should be, asphalt is above, so don't worry. But yeah, we are building, pavement with lamps, so we will, make it round. Anyway, these little stats that you see from it, they are from, they are to mark factory connections. We do not need them, so we can do it like this. Now there is a problem because I suddenly removed overlaying stuff, so it looks like I am forced to, make it fit. Anyway, so yeah, let's do it. That's not a big deal. You can simply, if you want, you can do a road because it works. So this is a road. This is a path. Well, you can always use the road part. It will not cover what you have built with those roads. So it's, it kind of fits in nice. So yeah, this is one. No, this is too close. Yeah. By the way, if you're interested, modders do it exactly like this, because they need to either measure it, which they sometimes do, but most of the time they simply look at it and try what will fit and what will look out the best. So yeah, that's basically exactly what I've been doing. And now we have it changed. So, let's get back to the hotel, because the hotel, early start hotel, doesn't look great with, you know, non-early start surface. So again, I'm going with roads because it's not too wide, and we need it a little tight. We will even give them a smaller space up here, but you can see there's some asphalt texture under the hotel, and yeah, we do not want it and do not need it. Same goes for these guys. Get out of here. Yeah. Basically, the space under the hotel is filled with these, so you can see the outline. Otherwise, it would not be visible. And yes, I'm also removing these because, well, again, we do not want them or do not need them. Now, point 1, let's make the parking spot a little bigger, because vehicles need to turn around. In theory, they will not do it, but that's how it works. You can fill this, there's no problem. Now, road, and just mark, you know, mark the way around the hotel. Yeah, this one will need some filling. This one we can simply do without any issue. There's a path, so we will use it. Looks like there's a little asphalt. Yep, down here, not anymore. So this is now, yep, connection again, and you know, let's connect to the main path. Now we are at the spot in front of the hotel, and that absolutely should be a continuous square. So we'll make it one. But it's sad. Well, a little sad. Not too sad, but yeah, you can see. People would like to have a space, you know, to hide into. So let's give them something to hide under. Again, I'm using the set. I'm having it also marked as favorite because it looks fine. So let's start with trees, so we know how they look like. These Afghan trees, they are great, but they would look stupid if they would grow just from the ground. So we can go for squares or round parts. Well, these are corners. Let's do circles. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. And now you have something like a, you know, it's a little uneven, I understand, but well, you have something that would work. Well, something that does work, to be more precise. So this is how we do it, and this is how you can do it as well. We can also, you know, just assign these two. My bad. So let's do it like this, because we need access to both of those, and obviously for our papers. Now let's finish what we started. This is a zone. This is a zone, and we will treat it like a zone. This one can stay as a little, you know, a little modern, but well, let's make the entrance a little wider, because why not? Though to be fair, they are going into a big door, and they probably should be going into this one, but well, these ones have connection, but well, they do not lead anywhere, so yeah, not great, not terrible. You know what? We can absolutely do it, at least, you know, as a gravel path, because why not? Rest of the space, this is a rail depot, and rail works and tram depot. It will be partly. The only thing we can do is use some natural stuff. We could, in theory, place some fence around. It should honestly not be too bad idea. Not the desks. These are all prefab panels. It would be fine if we would have our prefab panels, and it looks like we will. By the way, our cement plant is running, and we are having cement, and they are, quite good in making it. So I'm fine with it. Not a big deal. One of stuff that some viewer of me told me or asked me, we can say, was why are your prisoners not working? The answer is simple. I do not need that many. I do not want that many prisoners, because if you drive them to work, you can take a look at them. This one has a work shift. If he once they start as a work shift. They do not wait to get picked up. They do not travel to work, because they obviously cannot travel to work on their own. So this guy is running like this. I can drive him to work, but whenever the vehicle would pick him up, this maximum, whenever maximum would get picked up, this timer will stop. Well, not stop, but pause is the better word. And when he reaches the industry or a mine, for example, it resumes the work shift timer, and he finishes his 8 hours and then teleports back to prison. So yeah, on average this is not a good deal, because you transport workers somewhere and they are not too great. Anyway, by the way, time that people spend in prison vary, and basically every day is something like a 1/7, 1/8 of a year or internal timer. Now you can see this guy is on 2.5 years. The good part is he is 0 criminal, but yeah, work shift has ended. Now the free time, Volnichas is a free time. Free time will start, and yes, after this free time is done, another tick of his sentence is done, or will be done, and you can see it's running quite fast. Yep, it's filling his needs. And afterwards he probably should tick out and move somewhere else. He's 28 years old. He got 81. He was 81. It looks like he has no kids. Well, he might have had, but there was no place for them in orphanage, or he didn't. It doesn't matter. But 86% productivity, that's not bad. It looks like he's been rehabilitated quite well. And he's a die-hard sports fan. That's fine. I like it. So, yeah. Hopefully he will move into a house. Into some house. And, yep. He's here. He moved to the brick house, and he was by the way, you may have noticed there was one worker that was unemployed. It popped up at the up, and that was Maxim here, because he was yesterday unemployed, but now today, he's walking normally, and he's going to get work at a police station from prison, right as a policeman. What a world. He's been rehabilitated quite well, or his friends throwing him out. Who knows? Well, back to work. But it was funny, you have to admit. Okay. We should have, few connections planned here. Not an issue. Let's go. You probably can do this one as well. This is a way out. from the pump. Yeah, you know how death circles work, so yeah, we are trying to prevent that. Thank you very much. Let's do this thing for a while, because that's a thing we'll need. Do I want this? I don't think I want this right now. Okay, so let's do this. All of it basically. Why not? These are absolutely things we can do as well. And yeah, it seems that we can start working on paths. I have demolished paths around the whole village and basically decided to do a circle of lamps instead of, you know, this small piece will be a just brick paths. And well, because I don't want the big hassle. That's all. Sorry, yeah, I'm a little comfortable, but well, there's probably a good sense for it. It's October, middle of October. I think we should, in theory, employ guys up here. These are working, they are fine that they are working. One should be done probably soon too, but hey, it doesn't matter. But you know what? I want this done because we will need tractors. And yeah, it's October, but like, I don't know, 4 months. By the way, how are we looking with crops? We're looking fine. Well, not too fine because they're transporting it. Oh. Okay, let's finish the fort and then look at the city. Fuck this. Okay, yeah, this didn't help. Yeah, they are still transporting crops somewhere, you know, somewhere else. And as you can see, crops on some of those fields are not getting picked up. I don't know why. I know why. I do know why, because nobody has them assigned. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's do this one and this one also. Like, you know, 1, yeah, 2. Yeah, you guys should probably do something about it. But they are transporting it, you know, somewhere else. Okay, let's get back to the city. I almost forgot. Okay. Yeah. The city is shaking. Everyone's shaking. El Presidente! Ah, it reminds me of Tropico. More than I would ever wish, but hey, how is it looking? Yeah. His house is going down. Well, not going down, but, well, you know. By the way, we could probably utilize a... Fuck. Okay. This has happened more than once. And I do not like it because what you're seeing now is my wallpaper for recording. So, well. Nothing happened because I'm going to need to reload and autosave. I wanted to just increase workers in fire station, but hey, well, it will not happen. Well, and it's back again. Well, what have we missed? Roads we have, so that's okay. You know, a little damage control, you know. So it looks like it's okay, and the only thing that might have changed, yeah, the thing that has not been assigned are fields. So 1, 2, maybe even 3. And the other one, I don't give a damn. So yeah, well, let's do this thing. Yeah, I know that they are temporary, and most importantly, they should not go down there to the, you know, brewery and, you know, deliver it, but we had 80% up here. Which reminds me that we probably won't have enough space in the silo over time. Well, probably. There's one more story. We have, you know, liquid fertilizer. We probably cannot use it, honestly, because we have not researched its usage yet. But, well, yeah, shit happens. Okay, never mind. We are back to where we were. The hotel is standing, the zone is standing. There were supposed to be some trees. So at least, you know, at least put them here. manually. And I was talking about some, fencing around the rail when I was, rudely stopped. You know what? Let's do a simple fence around rails, because yeah, we need to make it safe for, random people going around. That's what you always do. And this will fine. People do not need to walk there anyway, so why care? Let's make a small pedestrian gate. You know why. You remember it. Yeah, so just so we can connect it and build it. Yeah, we cannot connect them because it's not connected here. What, 1, 2, and yeah, that's it. You can probably build it anyway. Tell me when it's done. I do not mind, but tell me when it's done and I will remove the gate. The same part we have done somewhere, in different parts. You have seen it. How is it? Well, 2000 for crops, 157. We are working through them quite a lot. And we'll have more. You'll definitely have more than we can use. Shall we export food? I don't know. Shall we export food or not? Food is not so profitable, but well, it's still better than, just wasting our time. You know what we can do? We can absolutely go back to like 40 workers and get more workers to, to the rail building, because rails will need. Not this. This thing can wait. That's the idea. 8,500. Yay, that's great. And the police station will be done quite soon. Which reminds me, yeah, we did assigned this one to workers. So yeah, that's what they will do. And we are closing on the prefab factory. You know what, guys? Let's finish it, because you have 3 cranes up there. So we need those cranes back. And well, that's where we start. That's where we end. The crossing we do have. We can thus finish, yeah, the road to our... What is it? Yeah, unloading station for fuel. Some distribution offices. To be fair, I'm also thinking about having a dedicated small distribution office for this area. And for it to not be the vanilla one. Let's take a look. What I did like to have are rails from... are these distribution offices from of the Rails Gaming. They are very old. They are from the time the distribution offices were around. And it was simple like this. It was a simple spot. And yeah. To be fair, I got some small distribution offices from Richard. He is able to, build stuff like this from pre-built models. And you know what? It's for 3 vehicles, but it's probably exactly what I'm looking for. Because reasons. There's no reason to, do something else. So let's make it. This is the distribution. Yeah, okay, I need to go into mods. He has it calibrated with cost, so now you will see it here. If you want the number, I think it would be seen here. Yeah, 335 484 9291. Because unlike those from Of the Rails Gaming, these distribution offices are, they make sense in terms of money, in terms of cost to build and so on. So that's what we are going to use, at least for now. And well, let's hope it will be okay. F4, yeah, I was wondering why it sucks so much. There is the answer. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, shit happens for some reason, obviously. So that's it. That's what we'll do. I will just leave it like this because we'll need to connect it later on. But well, to be fair, we can build this wall because then we can connect those industrial offices. It's 37 minutes. But we have one more thing that you had promised. That you have promised from me. And that is a Cableway. Because, simply put, we have a train that comes with, you know, coal to our storage. And that is selling coal. It's doing so right now. Well, it's not doing so right now. And by the way, yeah, 1 wagon of meat would definitely be enough. Especially for the reason that I still have all meat trucks going to customs. Is it so? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fucking hell. Okay. Not customs, but here. Storage of meat. Yeah. You know what? Wait until loaded. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Fuck. Move. That's one. The other. Yeah. Oh, that's an old truck. Really small one, but hey, at least it does something. So yeah. I was wondering why is nobody picking up meat, and it was like, yeah, you know, man. Ah. Fuck. Okay. Yep. Wait until loaded. 2 more. This is directly to a hotel because we have no others. Yeah, that's this hotel. And then then that store. This one, for example, this one, it will be quite good because it will significantly shorten the path it goes. So our citizens should be generally happier, and we shouldn't waste that many fuel for every fucking meat truck that we have. What are you guys doing? Ah, that's the truck that loads food here, goes to the storage, and then unload it at customs. You know what? 48. I don't know. 40 was not enough. No, maybe 55. We got more people. So we're almost back at those 60 that there were. I know. Well, it's hard to balance something like that. Don't make me wrong. By the way, how are we going up here? Yeah, they are at the bridge. That's fine. That's really good. Because the bridge is done and afterwards they will simply, you know, go around. But this is medium priority. This is high. I'm absolutely not sure what they will do, which way they will go after they will build this one. Because they had the same settings down here at the bottom, while this were the high priority, and they just went the other way. That was a medium. That's definitely not what they were told to do, but they did. So I need to make, you know, I need to be sure. Just put it this way. I need to be sure. What I was saying, Cableway. Cableway is fast because there's really nothing to worry about. You have 2 loading stations. A big one and a small one. Big one can load 2 different stuff through a conveyor. You're otherwise not limited anyway. Well, you can connect it to 2 storages. Let's put it this way. We are not going to do that because we are going to, you know. Although there should be probably, yeah, there's the kilowatt. You can see it in the middle of the screen. It can consume, well, it would need to consume more power. Okay, so that's definitely something we do not want. We have a footpath here, so we, because because a conveyor, but we can definitely postpone that a little bit because that's how it works. Where are cableways? Yeah, here. Okay. Small station. Well, please turn around because I won't be able to, you know, just build it. Is it high up in the air? And can we just, you know, can we make a path go through any of this? Or, well, we're doomed. Okay. Now, could we at least get it? We can get around, so that's fine. Now, heavy or light? It's for a heating plant, so maybe light would be enough. What is the difference in cost, by the way? This one is 3.4 tons of steel. It's the highest one, and 0. Point something. This one is funny enough. These one have base. These light ones do have you know, how it's called, not a basement, groundworks phase. Okay, we'll do it. I will build it as a light cableway because we do not need, you know, any other type. I will turn it this way because I will then connect it via path. Make the rope, please. Thank you. And well, let's continue because we will only need, you know, small cable, light cableways, light cableway cars, but they should be enough. Well, they should. How big they are? Well, it would probably play a big role. So, cableway. Yeah, in Czech we are not cargo wagons and cargo cars like in English. We do have cableway. You know, you know, you can ask Peter and just write it as a bug if you are bothered. 4.7, 2.3 tons. Yeah, this definitely is enough. Okay. Where are we? There. Okay, where are we going? No idea. That's simple. We need... Houses do end here. We need something like a 500 meters from them. Which is, yeah, which is this part. Okay. So, basically, right at the... Yeah, right at the side. But fine. That'll do. That will do. Where do we have a heating plant? Yeah, we probably will use the... Well, there's basically no other way to do it. Is it? It has 80 tons. We, at this point, and in this case, we should not, and I'm stressing enough, we should not need a storage. I will build it this way, so we might want to add a storage. But we're not doing it. Because we have continuous supply, and that's what you will be seeing. We should have continuous supply of, you know, coal to the plant. So well, so let's do it. This is the connection. We will need to get workers here, and they will come from the city, and I will probably do something like a side road around because it feels like it might be needed after all. Now there will be a lot of changes, and we honestly, this area can be even, you know, turned into a port, and you know, we can use ships to export stuff to NATO side. Not sure it will work. It would work. Well, but these are the docks how they are now, and well, things might be different in this version of Prague, obviously. Even train tracks are not exactly as they were, as they are. But you know what we should do? Footpaths, yeah, they are. We have footpaths, you know, around here, and we need. In this one, can we fit a bus stop in it? Not quite. Can we fit it here? We can, but it would be really stupid. This thing will technically block, but if there will be any storage, it will be on the other side. So fuck off. Let's just do it this way. This is our bus stop. We do not need anything else special. People are coming here with cars, no issue, so... there's that. This thing can get connected. Yeah, we'll make it gravel, obviously, over time, so... that's it. Now... lead the route out. And connect it to the main road, because that's what we need. And now let's continue with Cableway poles. And we obviously know where we need to go, so let's continue. This one is easy. Is it the right direction? Yeah, it is the right definitely the right direction. Is this high or low? Looks like high, so that's fine. This one we can have. This one we can have as well. Yeah, that's perfect. Fine. Yeah, this one will be connected, and alongside these guys, we will absolutely run something like a decent footpath so they can connect. You do not need a road anymore. If I would need or would want, I can absolutely turn this into a road. You have options. And that's what I like. That's why we did it. This one is not being worked right. And now, why is it, you know, doing this thing? I don't like it. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Yeah, let's cut across the building and here. Fine. So, coal supply system is designed and will operate in the future. A good part about cableways is that you do not, that unlike conveyors, you do not need to, you know, supply those poles with basically anything. That's what's good about them. And well, yeah, we will need. Well, if I knew, I would just put it other way. But I'm just very afraid to, you know, dismantle it right now. So this one will obviously need a connection, and I will give it like, to it. But well, that's for another time in the future. So I hope you liked it, and yeah, this will go somewhere towards the city. I have no idea where and how. We'll see it, you know, over time. But I know where I will put the big heat exchanger. I mean the big one. This is an excellent place, just behind, you know, just behind these houses, in the middle of the whole area. Nothing up here needs it. Yeah, they will need another one, and I will just connect it to something, but this feels like a too perfect spot to not use it. Yeah, that's the sports facility and so on. So that's what you'll have. Good. Make the pipe. Make the pipe right away, because otherwise you'll forget. We'll definitely have one on the left, so let's Let's keep it like it is. So yeah, one down, around the hill, and then this is okay. Okay, this was too long, but you know, very tightly too long. Yeah, because this one is 900 and yeah, okay. If I want to avoid, you know, building those pipes under multiple buildings, this is the way. Yeah. Simple, right? Always simple, always easy. But sometimes you simply need a little bit more. Well, that's definitely everything from me for today. Hope you have fun. Hope you had fun. I wish you a good day and, well, see you next time. Bye bye.